Have you ever wanted to use I-type film in your sx-70 cameras? Have you ever opened a random thing in a flea market and found out it's an old vintage camera from the 70s? Have you ever wanted to make a photo album out of the old Polaroid case that you used up with your last pack of film? Well, who knows? Do you also love all types of Polaroid cameras no matter what? Well then, if you do love all those film cameras, well then that means you chose the right channel to watch. Me. So, without a doubt, let's get right into this video. What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a camera that I've talked about a little bit on this channel, and I've only had this camera for about 7 months, but I recently got some stuff that makes it a really good camera. So, I don't know if y'all have heard, but there's been a new camera recently called the Polaroid I-2 that's released about a month ago. It goes for about $600 or $599 as some people say it, and it'll cost you about $640 after tax. And that's expensive, especially compared to a sx-70. You can find, okay, an sx-70, I'll take that back. They're not cheap, but you can find them cheap. What I mean by that is there's been a lot of people recently who go to Goodwill, flea markets, find them cheap there, or go on eBay and find people who don't even know what it is and sell it. Even if it says untested, I still recommend buying it, because that mostly means because they didn't have the film for it. But it'll probably still work. Mine still worked and it was untested. And a lot of them, like people I know, I almost said my friends, but nobody I know likes photography more than my online friends. But some of them ordered sx-70s that were untested. All of theirs worked. I'm talking about like 4 different people. And so you're probably wondering, Hunter, what's so extraordinary about your sx-70? Well, here it is. You're like, that's just an sx-70. Here on the bottom here, I got a retrospect power pack. You can buy these for about $99, free shipping and no tax, exactly $99. And you can get it shipped within a week. I got mine within 3 to 4 days. And basically, you take the leather off of the bottom right here. You unscrew the screws, the 4 screws on the bottom. And then you take the screws that come in the pack. Use the screwdriver that came in the pack and screw on the screws on the inside of this into the actual Polaroid, and it connects the battery to the Polaroid. So if you want to use I-type film, which, let me go ahead and give you a rundown. There's different types of Polaroid film. There's Polaroid Go film, that is for the Polaroid Go. There is Polaroid sx-70 film, which can be used in the sx-70 and the I-2. Then there's the 600 film, which can be used in sx-70 cameras, 600 cameras, I-type cameras. So yeah, every Polaroid camera, it can use that. And then I-type film can only be used in I-type cameras. Only. And the only reason why I did this is because technically you can use I-type film in old Polaroid cameras. You just have to buy a power adapter. And so you go on retrospect.com and you can order those there, and you can get it for about $99. Now think about it. Would you rather, hear me out, would you rather spend $200, $100 on a flash bar, and $100 on a reusable flash bar, and $100 on a power adapter to be able to technically have a folding, more portable I-2 that you can manually focus to however you want it to be? Like, if you want everything else to be focused and your actual like person or thing you're wanting to focus on, you want it to be blurry, you can have it like that if you manually put it that way. If you want, like, say if you're taking a photo of me, I'd probably break the camera, but if you want me to stay focused and everything else be blurry to kind of create like a more focused effect, you can do that. You just gotta look through the lens and also focus it. A thing about the I-2 is that whenever you look through the viewfinder, you're actually looking off to the side. So, as I said about the Now and stuff, and that Instax camera, if I was looking through the viewfinder on the i-2 and I perfectly framed like this phone, this much of the phone to this way would not be in frame. Only this part would be. But with this thing about the sx-70, it is a SLR camera. You've probably heard of a DSLR, which is a digital single lens reflex camera, which basically means if you look through the viewfinder, you're looking through, and basically the light from the lens is bouncing off of different mirrors going directly to the viewfinder, so you're looking exactly at what the lens is seeing, so you can perfectly frame it and have exactly what you see on the lens. So if I perfectly frame this phone in, the whole phone would be in perfectly, exactly how I had it framed, which is really nice when it comes to taking Polaroid photos, which is why I like this. I actually bought this 7 months ago during track season. I used it a few times. I'm actually not sure if I still have the photos from then. I think I do, but I didn't take that much because I thought you can only use sx-70 film. But these are the ones I took. I took Flower Patch, Good Mistake, Blur, a Handsome Blur. I made everything focus except for him. All Alone, little Powerade bottle. Track Warrior, 3 personalities, 1 photo. And then Blurry Vision. And that's all. I took those photos with this camera. I did take better ones, but I had to give them away, sadly, because that's whenever I had a business going on. But that was back in the past. But the thing is with this is that I-type film is, I guess, okay, think of it this way. I-type is what you want to use. Think of it that way. sx-70 film's too dark, and 600 film depends too much on a ND filter. The thing is that I-type film is pretty much 600 film without a battery, except for the fact that it sometimes, or most of the time I'd say, focuses more and has more consistency with the, I guess, chemicals like popping out the visuals on it. And whenever I say something like that, it probably means like a TV screen, but no, I'm talking about a Polaroid photo when I say popping out vision. But yeah, the thing is that you buy the power pack for $99 and the camera for about, I bought it for $60, so let's just say 99 plus 60, which would be 159. So 159 right here. And then if you buy the Mint Flash Bar 2, that's another $100, or 109 if you buy from Retrospect like I did. And you slide it on like that, and that is about $268 I spent for this camera, not including the film. Probably for film on this thing, probably at least $500 I've spent on film for 600 film and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna have a video coming out soon about the Mint Flash Bar 2, and yeah, I'm also gonna be like pretty much doing a vlog of me walking around town after school later today. It's like 1, I don't got my watch on. It's 12:56, almost 1 in the morning. So probably on Thursday it'll be posted, or Friday, but it's going to be Wednesday that I film it. I'm going to be walking around town after school and taking photos with I-type film and an sx-70 camera and telling y'all how it's like. I've already tested it out a little bit to learn the stuff. You're usually supposed to underexpose it by 1 thing for 600 film, and it's technically the same thing, so I decided to do that. And as you see in this photo, it just overexposes it. You could definitely tell it's a rabbit, but it overexposes it. So if you ever do get these 2 things and use them, I need to tell you this. If you ever have a flash, like a flash bar in your sx-70 camera, I don't know if this is just mine. If you are going to want to not use the flash for a photo, take it off. I went to go take a photo on one of my friends, and it showed up completely just a black chemic spread all over. Not brown to where it's like too expired. It was like recently made, and it was just a black spread of chemicals under and just not exposed at all. And so I think with the flash in, it only uses the light from the flash and doesn't use any other light for my camera. And then whenever the flash is off, it uses all the light around and also the, I guess, the exposure meter. But what I seem to realize is there's different types of photos you could take. So like you could take like a portrait of like yourself doing a pose or someone else doing a pose, or like a close up like face portrait of them like this looking at the camera. And so I seem to actually be better at taking photos of people like up close. Like let me show you a few. I took 3 today. Don't mind the camera. I took that one today. Earlier today whenever I was trick-or-treating. I took that one during advisory. And then I took this one during art class. And mind you, this was all in like bright lights. Our classrooms have like 4 different lights stuff in there. Like a whole bunch of different like light rods up on the ceiling to make it bright. And it literally takes all the light away and makes it just from the flash. So that's something you really need to know. And how I also found that out is because yesterday night, whenever I got this finally done and I went to go test it out with the flash, I went to go take a photo of my grandma. She was in a complete bright room, and I went to go take a photo of her and focused it. I took the photo. It was focused, and it didn't turn out that bad, but you can only barely see her because it only used the flash, and it took away every single lamp light. It made all the lamps and everything look like they were turned off, and we were in a pitch black room. So that's something you really need to know about that, and something you really need to understand when using it. The thing is about the power pack also is that there's these tripod mounts that Polaroid sells on their website for about $60. And if you're gonna buy that, don't be stupid. Listen to me here. Don't buy that, okay? Save up $40 more, or not even that, 30, 35 more dollars, and buy the power pack, and it comes with this little tripod. It literally is a tripod mount and also a battery for this. The thing is that you can swap it on or off right here, so you don't run the battery down completely. You push on these 2 buttons to open it, and it takes 4 AAA batteries to power up. So if you ever run out of battery and you're on a car ride, and you just really like you're really down, you're like, man, I wish I had more battery, but I don't get a charger. It sucks to suck, Polaroid Now users. With this thing, all I need to do is just go to the nearest gas station or store and just go in there and buy AAA batteries. I'll be good. Which literally means if I just bring like 3 packs of AAA batteries, I'll be good for like a week or half a week. And just literally, I can go in the middle of nowhere and walk around and take photos like in the desert or something and have fun. And yeah, that's the thing about this. And soon, the next thing I'm going to buy for this is probably the self-timer thing where it's by Mint. It's like $60. You basically plug it into where the shutter hole is on the side, turn it to a specific amount of seconds, press the shutter button, you hurry up, get into your pose and run to wherever you're going to, and then get the photo took, and then pretty much yeah. As soon as I get that, I will literally have a Polaroid i2 that is condensed and can fold. Something that I realized was literally no one knows this is a camera unless you're, because from this side it looks like a flask. This side it looks like a bomb. Let's be real here. If me and you, the 2 crackheads here, which I'm mostly the crackhead, if we saw somebody holding something from this angle, it looks like a bomb. This angle, don't even know. It looks like some stapler. This side looks like a flask with like beer or alcohol in it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, especially when you have this thing on, whenever it's like still folded up, if you can get on, like, no one's gonna know. Like, it looks like a bomb, unless you literally are walking around with it open like this. By the way, here's the thing: is that I love walking around with it with the flash on it, but it looks better with the flash on it, and it just looks empty with the flash off. Like, here's it with the flash on, with the flash off. It looks so empty without it. But the thing is that for most photos, you're gonna want to have it off, so it can actually give you light for everywhere you go. A reason why you might want to do that for the film is basically because I-type film is actually cheaper. SX-70 film, if you go on Amazon, it's about $29 after shipping. Or on the Polaroid website for an 8-pack, it's probably about $40. 600 film for a single pack is probably going to cost you about $25 after shipping on Amazon, and probably about $30 on Polaroid's website. A single pack of I-type film, though, of regular I-type film, will run you about, I'd say on Amazon, about $20 and about 25-ish on Polaroid's website. But at Walmart, you can get SX-70 film at Walmart. 600 film is probably about $23 after tax at Walmart, and I-type films about $17.63 after tax. So it's really not that bad. And also a fun thing that you can do is that whenever you get done taking photos and you have a empty case like this, if you take off the bottom part that holds these, not this part right here, but like the skinny part, and you rip off the little, like, kind of, I guess, paper thing on there, you can push this down and put photos in there and have it as a little photo album, and take a little piece of paper and write it down on there, or have like a white marker and write it down on there. And that's what I've been doing. I have this one, which is Polaroid head portraits, I-type film, and Polaroid SX-70 camera 2023. And then this one, which is second pack of I-type film test and SX-70 camera, October 31st, 2023, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which it actually made them look a bit blue. And the funny part is that, let me show you something. This photo right here and this photo right here, they didn't even show up. They looked like they were like foggy in a way. And it took them all the way until literally, I took them about, I took these photos about five-ish, about 5-ish, and they seemed foggy at 5:30 whenever they're supposed to be done. And then as soon as I got home after trick-or-treating at like 8 or so, I checked back on them, and they had this like magical blue color to them, and they were way more developed. So if you're in cold temperatures, don't really expect it to be fully done after like 15 minutes. See what it looks like. If it may look good still and developed, but check on it like at least 2 hours later or a day later, and see if it changed a bit. Take a photo with your phone and see if it changed. But yeah, but my favorite camera, hands down, is probably this SX-70. The thing is that even though I'm doing all this stuff to make this pretty much an I-2, I got a flash, a power pack to use a new film. I also got, I'm gonna get like a self timer for this thing. So probably about $300 I spent on this camera, almost, whenever I buy that self timer. And I have $200 saved up right now to get the I-2. You're probably wondering, Hunter, you could literally do everything and more with the I-2. Why are you spending this much money on the SX-70? Because the SX-70 is still my favorite camera. And the thing is that well, I don't really have a reason. The sx-70 is my favorite camera, and also I know the fact that you can't manually focus with the I-2, and I've heard it's been having some problems lately with the film ejection, which actually happened to this camera today, but that was a one-time thing. But the thing is that I've heard that there's been some problems with the film ejection, exposure, and stuff on the I-2. So I'm kind of saving up for it, but in a kind of slow way to where I don't buy one of the newer ones. I'm kind of waiting for it a little bit for like a few months or so to get enough money so then I can actually have a model that don't have all the problems of the ones that were just released. So yeah, I may have to save up a pretty penny because Polaroid charges like an arm and a leg for shipping. Yeah, you could go on there and try to buy a $19.99 pack of film, and it'll cost you $40.38 after shipping. I don't know how that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go into, even though this was a 20-minute video going into depth about this thing, I'm going to film another video today, kind of like a vlog of photos I'm taking, and show you all the after results. Today, Wednesday, 2023, November 1st, and I'm gonna probably click post for this video. It'll probably be posted Thursday. For that video, it should be posted either Thursday, November 2nd, or Friday, November 3rd. But hopefully by this weekend. Let's just hope that. But, yeah, definitely my favorite type of photos to take are up-close face portraits. But, yeah. Let's hope my girlfriend don't kill me. Alright. But, anyways. If y'all are wondering, by the way, if y'all are watching this video and my name is still BHPope2K17, I may change that to RetroKid09 because how much stuff I'm literally, my nickname in school is RetroKid. I have a Walkman, Polaroid sx-70, Polaroid 600, Polaroid Pronto, Polaroid Square camera. I have it all for retro stuff pretty much. I have an N64 NES. I'm a retro kid pretty much. So yeah, I guess that or some type of camera thing. But who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this video wasn't too long or too short. Don't know how to be too short, but you know, I like long videos too, especially during class. If you're watching this during class, get your dang work done. I don't want to hear it. Get your work done. But if you're already done with your work, it don't matter. The video's over anyway, so better be scrolling to find another one. But my name's Hunter Odom. This was my small review on the Polaroid sx-70 and some of the accessories you can get for it. So, without a doubt, my name's Hunter Odom, aka Retro Kid, and I'm out. Peace.